Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. It is 2019 and this is my first video to welcome you all into the new year, and I am excited because in this video I really just quickly want to talk to you all about the new gear that I got over the break. But I'm excited to share with you guys all the new equipment that I have, why I chose the new equipment that I chose, and what I really kind of plan to do with this new equipment. So we're gonna do a quick little unboxing, and I'm gonna just tell you all and talk to you all about the gear, and let's unbox some stuff. Okay, so the reason why I purchased new gear, because like I said, I'm always about using what you have, and I've been using what I've had for some years, and I just knew that in order to elevate, it was time for me to get new gear. Now, I always recommend working with what you have first, making sure you get the best out of that first, become a master at your craft with the little equipment that you have, so that when you do get more equipment, there's a reason and you're not just buying all this equipment just to buy it. So without further ado, the first thing that I purchased, and I'm excited to share with you guys because everybody who follows me on Instagram had already heard the story about me losing my drone. I was trying to get a certain shot of a sea lion and the ocean swept it up and all that stuff happened and I lost my drone. Here are some clips of the last couple of shots before the ocean swept away my drone. As you can see, it's not high quality because I had to take it off of the app, but literally you see how the waves just took it away. So it was a sad day, but hey, all is well that ends well. I got a new drone, and the drone that I purchased was, boom! I got my Mavic Pro back. I did not get one of the new drones that came out. I decided to stick with the original gangster, the Mavic Pro. This is the actual drone that I had before it got swept into the ocean. The reason I chose to stick with this drone was because the Mavic Pro has never done me wrong. I always get good quality footage with this drone. It's still small. I didn't want anything too smaller dealing with wind and things like that. So it's still a perfect size, still fits in my bag. But the big reason why I got the Mavic Pro again was because I had already had all the accessories to the Mavic Pro. When I lost my drone, I only lost the drone and the SD card and the battery that was with it. But I still had a duplicate battery. I still had my filters that I wasn't using that day. I still had so much more accessories specifically for the Mavic Pro. I felt that it wasn't a point getting a new drone when it would be hard to sell the accessories individually without a drone. And so I decided to just go back and get the Mavic Pro. Another big reason why I chose to keep the drone that I had was because I'm not trying to be this huge drone operator. I'm just trying to get 3 or 4 good shots per video that I decide to use drone shots in. So I didn't think I needed all the glitz and glams. As long as it got me great footage that I felt like I would need, good quality footage, I was okay. I felt like putting the money down on this but using the rest of the money to get other equipment was more beneficial than putting thousands of dollars just on a drone when I still knew that I needed other equipment to buy. So shout out to KEH. They worked with me on getting just the drone, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys were patient with me. You reached out, and like, I love brands like that. I don't have thousands of followers on my YouTube, nor did I have a lot on my Instagram, but they reached out because they saw the need, and I appreciate that. So thank you guys. I'm excited to get back into action, getting my drone shots. The first place that I'm going to go, which I didn't do last year because I didn't have a drone, I'm going to go to Arizona, and so I'm excited because now I have my drone. I can get the shots that I want to get. So just remember, you don't always have to get what's new. I could have easily got a newer drone if I wanted to, but you always want to just look at what you're doing, not what other people are doing or other influencers or YouTubers are doing, but what do you really need it for? I'm not trying to do all the special stuff, so I just needed something that was small for travel but still get me good quality, and this bad boy was perfect for me. So shout out to everybody who still uses the Mavic Pro and is not upgraded to all the new whatever. So this is gonna do me good. The second thing that I purchased was a light, an LED light. I have been needing a light for the longest. I was working with these small LED lights, which were perfect, but they're more of like kick lights. They're not necessarily more of a key. Even with doing my YouTube videos, I would use natural light in my house and then just use a bounce and leave it at that, and a kick light. But I knew I wanted to up the scale in 2019, even with my YouTube videos, so I decided to purchase a SL60 watt Godox LED video light. I was really debating on getting the aperture, of course the 120, or getting this light. And I love aperture. I've told plenty of people to purchase aperture. I tell people to rent aperture. I rent aperture when I'm working with clients. However, for something that I was doing, I knew I was only gonna be using this light mainly for YouTube. And so that means it was, for the most part, gonna be in my house. And so I didn't want to spend $800 to $900 buying an aperture light and then wanting to get the dome, all of that. I didn't want to pay $800 for a full blown out thing. So I decided to get this light because it was so affordable. I think it was only $160 for the light, which is way cheaper than an aperture light. By no means am I saying that it is just as great as an aperture. I haven't really used it much. I'm using it right now, and you can let me know what you think about the light. But also, with that being said, I knew I was getting other equipment once again, and so I wasn't trying to put all my money in one piece of equipment. I could get two or three of these lights and still be under the price of getting an aperture. The reason why I also chose this light over the aperture was because I did a lot of research on this light. Of course, I do research on all my equipment before I purchase it, and a lot of people were actually saying this is a great alternative to the aperture. So I felt like I wasn't too far off with getting this light, and the fact that it's a Bowens mount, so I can actually use aperture accessories with this light, made it 10 times better. And so with that being said, the next best thing that I purchased was the Light Dome Mini, the second version. So this is the bag. I'm actually using the Light Dome Mini as well right now to soften the light on me. But it's so much easier to use. Literally take down and putting together probably will only take less than a minute because of the new quick release speed ring that they attached to the light dome. But again, this was only gonna be for YouTube videos in my house, and I wanted something small. If I did want to travel, I'm all about travel friendly equipment. So again, the Light Dome Mini being small, I could travel with it. It was enough said. The last thing that I purchased was, which I did a poll on my Instagram to have people guess what new camera I received, and a lot of people had pretty cool guesses, but only one person won. And I'm excited because I get to finally announce what new camera I have. I didn't really tell that many people because I wanted to do it in this YouTube video. But the new camera that I purchased was the Sony a7 III. Yes, I decided to just get the Sony a7 III. But shout out to the people on my Instagram who said the Canon C300 and the Ari. I received that because the Ari is actually gonna be like my next camera. I'm speaking it right now into existence that after this, I'm going straight to like, I'm doing it big. So shout out to everybody who spoke those cameras into my life. I believe it, I receive it. Those are in the future. I didn't get those cameras. I got the Sony a7 III, so shout out to the winner. But the reason, there's so many reasons why I decided to purchase this. One of them being, as I am now using the Sony a6300, I wanted to stay in a Sony family. A lot of times I'm doing narrative work, and so that requires me to have 2 cameras or 3 cam setup, and I felt like it would be better to stay in the Sony family and be consistent on the colors, and just already knowing how to maneuver around Sony, it just felt right to get another Sony camera. Now the reason I chose to get the a7 III instead of the 63 or the 65 was because I did want to at least have one full frame camera. Because the 63 is a crop sensor, I wanted to at least be able to have one full frame, and so that's why I decided to choose on the Sony a7 III. I did also purchase the kit lens. I felt that I would most likely, if I was going to be doing YouTube videos, that I would at least want one Sony native lens. So that was the only reason why I purchased the 24-70, is so that if I'm using this for YouTube or if I'm out vlogging, I don't have to worry about autofocus. It will still be able to autofocus fast, and so that's why I purchased the kit lens. But I'm excited to keep playing with it. I haven't played with it a lot yet, so I can't tell you everything about it, but I'm very excited to play with it. I'm very excited to play with all my new equipment and keep creating new videos for you all, for myself, and keep learning how to be more creative in in this field. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2019. This is just the beginning. It's so much that I have for you guys, so much I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel. I know this video is late. We're already 2 weeks in and I am just now doing a video, but I have so much other stuff coming up for you guys that I'm just trying to be patient and, you know, keep creating. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. Share this video with people who are interested in finding budget-friendly equipment, as well as all my other videos where I talk about just finding affordable equipment and learning how to create that way. I know sometimes it can be intimidating when you're following YouTubers and they have all this equipment and you want to be able to create just as great, but just know that you can create with anything. You do not have to limit yourself. You can create with whatever you want. An iPhone, a 6300, a 5100, a 5000, a Canon Mark III, a T2i, whatever it is that you create with, just create. Don't get intimidated or overwhelmed or feel like you need all this stuff, because you don't. This light was $160. The light dome I think was $150. That's way cheaper than getting an aperture for $850 with the full bundle. So if you don't have it, there are more affordable alternative ways to create. So thank you guys for watching, and let me know in the comments what new equipment that you guys purchased for 2019 or what new equipment that you plan to purchase for 2019. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for unboxing this equipment with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.